NBC Radio News is KCAA News Talk 1050, the Inland Talk Express. The other station claims to be local. Since when is Glendale local? KCAA News Talk 1050, your true local station.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title, Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Well, hello everybody out there, and I hope you're enjoying your afternoon drive to or from work. And if you're still in your office, I hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing. We have a full house today, and welcome, and I'm glad you all tuned in. And first of all, let's say hello to Diane, our co-host and shopping diva. Hello, Diane.
Hello, folks. How's everybody? We do have a full house. We've got a lot to share.
Yes, we do. And also, Christina, our second co-host, is back in the building. Yay!
And excited and happy about our discussions today.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. I love the elephant. That's cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and we'll explain that elephant in a few moments. And also, our dearest friend, Carol from World Travel, is back with us. Yay!
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be back here in the house with these lovely folks.
All leopard printed up.
And then, not to be forgotten, because this person just came in the building and we're so excited, we have Dr. Allen with us. Yay!
Empire. I'm glad to be surrounded by 4 beautiful women today.
Wow. Yes.
Boy, we like him.
Yes, we do.
Look at Eric's all jealous.
And also, let's say hello to Eric. He's the guy working on the board, making all this magic happen. Hi.
Hey.
Why,
Yay,
hello,
Eric.
ladies. I just want to throw this out there. Monday was my 32nd birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum.
Many happy, healthy returns, Eric.
Thank you.
And we dressed all leopardy for you today.
Yeah.
Grrr.
Yes, and Eric, you're in luck. We have Dr. Allen in the house.
That's right.
Yes, you
So
can
now that
help
you're
this
getting
old
old.
man.
What? Say that again, Diane?
Now that you're getting old.
I know, I am. I'm starting to get grays.
You're still a baby.
My hairline's starting to push back now.
Us cougars,
Beginning of the
because
end.
we're just like cougars. You're just right for us.
I am.
That's right, huh?
Well, okay.
We can't say that because my friend from San Diego, he's definitely a cougar magnet. And we can't say that we're cougars or he'll never leave me alone.
Okay, then we won't say
We're
it.
leopards.
Okay, yes.
That's right.
And also, I would like to get a shout-out to 3 different people that are listening out of state. Let's say hello to Richie in Kentucky. Hi, Richie.
Hi, Richie.
Yeah, let's say hi to Joyce, which is way upstate New York by Canada. Hi,
Hey,
Joyce.
Joyce.
How you
Joyce.
doing? And also, let's say hi to Rich, the other part of this team. Hi, Richard.
Hi,
Hey,
Richard.
Okay, now let's get down to business.
All
First
right.
of all, let's start with Carol from World Travel. And why we are dressed like this and we have elephants and giraffes is we're going to be talking about traveling to Africa.
That's right. And thank you very much for having me here. Again, it's such a pleasure to be with you folks, and I do appreciate the support and your enthusiasm about what we're all about. We're a company that's been around since 1938. I'm just going to give a quick little nickel tour here so folks know that we're not just a recently conceived idea. We've been around the block. We've weathered lots of storms and recessions and wars and everything, and we are rock solid. We're a brick-and-mortar company with locations throughout the state, and our corporate headquarters are in Santa Ana, California. And just so you know, too, Bev, I want to remind the listeners that we have 3 incredible incentives out there for your listeners. Anybody that contacts us, the World Travel family of agencies, and identifies themselves as a Let's Go Shopping listener, they're automatically going to receive a $25 travel voucher off their trip. Number 2, if they go to Facebook and they like us, and you know everyone's familiar with Facebook, go search us out, World Travel Family of Agencies. like us, and then post on there that you're a listener. Let's Go Shopping with Bev listener. You're going to be entered into the pool. We're going to have the drawing next Friday, the 18th. Someone is going to win a $250 travel voucher. That's going to be good towards the trip of their choice.
That's so awesome.
I want to remind you about that.
So we want it to be our listeners. Everybody do this. It takes you all of 30 seconds. Put World Travel Family of Agencies in your search bar. When it comes up, press like. In the comment bar, put Let's Go Shopping with Bev, KCAA 1050 AM, and you're going to be in that drawing.
Yeah. And it's going to be it really is easy to do. And we're going to announce that winner next Friday. So get on there, you guys. Post your like, get your name out there so you can be entered. Because $250 is a lot of money.
You can have a good time. Spa. There'll be your bar bill.
Casino.
It could be,
shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping.
What a great Thanksgiving gift that would be.
Yep, absolutely.
And right now I want to bump in very quickly to tell everyone that is listening, either on the computer or on radio, however that they do it, is Diane, Christine, or anybody that is associated with this radio station, I started saying TV station, with this radio station is not allowed to receive any of these free gifts.
I know.
It is for the listeners only.
Well, your friends and family start liking, you can do it.
That's right, you guys. That's why
right.
And you're all going with us, so hurry up and sign up. And I think Carol's going to have some good news for you in a minute.
We're going to talk about a couple of things, but I do want to also announce our California Seller of Travel number. You should know that we are certified and licensed and all that. Our number is 1005049-10. And our website is www.wtbinc.com, like WorldTravelBureauInc.com. Mm-hmm. And you better go to Facebook and like us, guys. And you know what we're going to talk about today? The reason we have the jungle in the studio today, we have elephants, we have giraffes, we have all kinds of props, because today we're going to focus on travel to Africa. And one of our preferred vendors is African Travel. And people may scratch their heads going, why in the world are you thinking about going to Africa? Well, you know what? It's a unique experience. I have talked to, through the years, probably at this point, hundreds of people that have taken trips to Africa, and it is a life-changing experience. It is unlike anything else you can do. They have a perspective and an approach to travel that is unique. So let's say you've cruised a lot, you've traveled around the world, you've been to Europe, you've been to Asia, you've been to all of these other places, and people that want to go to Africa are actually on a quest of some sort that is unique. And people forget that Africa is comprised, like you think of the United States, we have 50 states, and take that for what it is. We know Alaska's giant and huge. Mm-hmm. Do you know that the United States can fit 3.5, or North America actually, excluding the Yukon, 3.5 times into the continent of Africa. It's so big, it's so vast. It has every climate region in the world, and there's a little bit of something for everybody. So if you have someone who is looking for cosmopolitan, shopping, a Western feel to it without, changing a lot of things, Cape Town in South Africa is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. It's recently, in the last few years, grown as one of the most requested destinations because it has the conveniences of what we're familiar with in the West, Western, where we have all the conveniences and technology. And beautiful, beautiful backdrop. The Drakensberg Mountains are absolutely spectacular. And yet, then there's a shift. Maybe you have someone who wants to go on a safari. And, back when Teddy Roosevelt first visited Africa, it was like in 1909, there were safaris to Africa, but those were the safaris where you actually went on foot. You carried your provisions, or you might have had helpers that helped you carry it, but that's how you saw it. Now you can go on safari to different parts of the continent by hot air balloon. You can go by jeep. You can go by foot, by bicycle, moped. I mean, they have every type of movement available for you to be able to embrace exactly what you're looking for. And in 2010, the World Cup was actually in South Africa. And that brought the spotlight for many people to focus on Africa does have more to offer than just, we think of the Serengeti or some of these areas, you think of Sahara Desert, and we have pictures of something that didn't look so modern, and that is how South Africa is. But it really showcased South Africa, but then it brought to light who do you use as who's going to coordinate all of these very unusual and exotic and unique requests?
Yeah, I would think that this is a trip that you just wouldn't want to willy-nilly
going.
You've got to have it planned well.
Absolutely, and that's why we are so proud and so pleased to have African Travel as one of our absolute favorite vendors in the whole world. They only specialize in Africa. There's lots of different tour companies out there, and they represent lots of different slices of different travel markets. African Travel, they are the cream of the crop. They know what they're doing. They know how to customize a trip. So you don't necessarily have to join a tour. They're going to put together a trip that is just to your satisfaction. So let's say you want to go on safari, or you want to go hiking, you want to go see the gorillas. Anybody see that movie, Gorillas in the Mist?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was amazing.
So good. And there's so many different facets of travel that you can actually participate in. And you want to make sure that you're partnering with someone that knows what they're doing. And at World Travel, family of agencies, and like I said, we have agencies around the state, we can put together that dream trip for you. And here's what happens. You go to Africa, you do come back changed. You do come back changed. The people in Africa are so engaged with life. And it's not about the stuff. It's about life and experience. And they consider themselves many. And, of course, I'm not going to distract and take away from the fact that there are many people in Africa that are suffering and there are challenges. And that's a fact. That's, I wish we could wave a magic wand and fix that, but we can't. But when you're on your travels and you are encountering some of these people that are in these villages, they will come up to you and want to practice their language skills. And they are curious about you. Because whether we want to recognize this or not, anthropologists have determined that all of us come from Africa. At some point, that's where humanity, supposedly, we won't get into the biblical sense of all of this, but that's where we all came from. So that is actually our roots for all of us at some point. But the people there are what's going to leave a perpetual fingerprint on your spirit, because they want to know what you have to share. And African Travel will put together a program in conjunction with your expert. That's when it really matters. You want to have a travel expert that's going to be listening to what you want to see and do, how you want to do it, and then put together that perfect program for you. And part of the strengths of what African Travel, the reason we work with them and we have such great relationships with them, is because they don't fail. This is all they do. They know about the lodges. And, when you think you go to a hotel or you have an experience when you're traveling and you think, you go to Europe, you go to different places around the world and you think, I'm staying in this beautiful hotel, and maybe it's a chain hotel, maybe it's a local hotel. When you stay in some of these lodges and some of these small villages, and it is so magnificent, those dollars that you spend at that lodge greatly, and I can't emphasize it enough, greatly impact that local community. So when we think of, of what we throw away, maybe when we go out for a nice dinner, we spend $50, $100, $200, whatever we spend, that's a lot of money. That's like a year's income for some of these folks. Right. And so and that's why we're so pleased that we do work with African Travel, because they coordinate so much of what they do with local groups that are directly impacted by that, by that whole relationship, and we're proud of that. And because it's a niche destination for this tour operator, they know all the ways to accomplish whatever your dream might be. And because they have like a concierge philosophy on how they run their company, there is always someone 24/7 to help you. If there's weather conditions that are changed, anything happens, you're going to have an expert that's going to be A, with you, and B,